Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is cryptocurrency. What is good, guys? So first off, guys, I want to thank you so much for those of you who subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. We hit over the 1,000 subs like a week ago. Absolutely excited about that. Excited about the opportunity to take advantage of all things that is YouTube. Really excited to be able to do some live streams. I'm still deciding on the face or not thing, show on my face or not type of deal. You know, I'm still back and forth on that one. But hey, look, check out the window, guys. Check out the window. All of my very observant people who notice the sticky stuff on the window. Hey, I got you. Took care of that. Thank goodness for a goo be gone, whatever that stuff is called. So excited about that as well. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. I definitely appreciate that. I want to. It's so funny. It's lately, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but in the XRP community, there's been a ton of apology videos, right? Like a ton of apology videos. CKJ apology video. Who else did it? Love for Crypto Kurt apology video. Gosh, the lady from Crypto Bird Dog apology video. I'm like, what in the world? So I'm gonna apologize now for my video that I did. I don't know. I did it late last night. I didn't upload it until this morning. So for those who might, I know there's always going to be people on one side of the camp. Right? There's going to be some people in the CKJ camp. So I apologize to you ahead of time if anything I said offended you. And then there's going to be some people in the Sam I Am camp. So I'm going to apologize to you ahead of time for the video I did last night as well. So there you go. Both camps got the apology. So really excited about the what's kind of going on in the marketplace, what's going on in the digital asset space. Great times are coming for sure. So check it out, my dude, Love for Crypto. I cannot wait to hang out with those dudes. I cannot wait to hang out with Kurt and Scott, man. My girlfriend's gonna love it. We're gonna get to go hang out in the UK. I can't wait to hang out with those dudes. I think they're cool. I think they're built down to earth. I think they're not, not stuffy. People can be stuffy sometimes and full of themselves. I don't think that about them at all. So excited to hang out with them. Excited to hang out with the people from SPQR Media as well. Hang out with my boy Lee also. But anyway, Love for Crypto did a video this morning. Yeah, because he was on his way to work, and he brings up this Peter Zacharias dude. I'm like, who the F? I'm going to probably name this video, like, who the F is Peter Zacharias? So, Love for Crypto, Kurt tells a story of how, usually there's no cars on this road, but some cars on it this morning. Tells a story of how he had just gotten to the digital asset space, XRP was right at 20 cents, he said, and, this guy Peter Zacharias on Twitter had made this comment about XRP to over $3.80, and he tells the story how he was like, "Who are you, dude? What the hell? How do you know this?" And he said he gave this dude a hard time, right? Does that sound familiar? Anytime there's some price prediction, we get some people who, for some reason, they want to smash it, right? So he went off on this dude. Is what he's saying. This, that, calling him all kinds of names. He said he gave him a hard time. And he said within 4 weeks, it went to $3.80 and higher within 4 weeks. Right? And within 4 weeks. And so check this out. He goes on to say that this Peter Zacharias guy also called, this kind of the bear market thing started to happen. He called the XRP back down to 28 cents. And again, Kurt, for Love of Crypto, went off on the dude like, what in the world? What are you trying to say, right? And so he started. He said he started seeing it go from 380 to 3 and 3 to 280. And he said next thing you know. Now I don't know about. Here's the thing for me, this old TA thing, right? A price prediction, right? From 380, it's going back down to 28 cents. and it took 10 to 12 months to do it. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if that's, whoa. I don't know if that's a price prediction or what that is. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think you know that everything that goes up comes down, is that a price prediction? Everything that goes down is going to go up. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know if it's a price prediction or not. But in any case, he says that this Peter Zacharias guy, he made that prediction, 380 going back down 28 cents, gone. Off the chart, off the radar. So, you know, Kurt said he does some homework and discovered that this guy he trades professionally for a living in the Forex market and I guess real estate and some other, and one other thing that he mentioned. This is what this dude, Peter Zacharias, does for a living. Okay. And, you know, so he's doing his own homework. He discovered that. Guy's gone. Bear market out. I'm out. Right? And he said this dude just appeared a few days ago, I guess. Appeared again, and this is what the guy's saying. Like a few days ago, I guess he showed up back on Twitter. Here I am. He said XRP $5 to $7 end of June, end of July. Well, he said June, July, XRP $5 to $7. So what's up with that? Like, we're in June, bro, and peeps. Like, I'm wondering if I should say, bro, because I don't know. Someone might make fun of me because I say bro. I don't know. I've always looked at, you know, my brothers and sisters. Period. But in any case, so I'm like, what's up? We're already in June, aren't we? Yeah, we're already in June. This dude, Peter Zacharias, who's been right twice. June, July. Now, there's this guy on Twitter also, and the digital asset investor talked about this guy who did a video, and his name on Twitter I think is Awake, and I forget the handle and all that type of stuff. But anyway, he was a guy who just is TA on reading the charts, and talks about bursts and stuff like that. He said an $8 XRP I thought he said within 30 days or something like that. But in any case, who knows? But $5 to $7 for me, I've always believed that, you know, the fundamentals for XRP is not reflected in the price. There hasn't been a digital asset that has the partnerships, has the relationships, that has had all the good news in this past 14, 16 months. No digital asset has gone out there and done its thing in terms of partnerships, utility use cases in the marketplace like XRP. None. You know, and trust me when I say the non-disclosure agreements are expiring. You know, they're gonna expire like popcorn, pop, and it's gonna be announcements like pop. They just can't say anything right now. The partnerships are the partnerships, they're in place, period. Nothing's going to change that. So my humble opinion, the fundamentals of XRP are not reflected in the price. That is the bottom line. So anyway, $5 to $7, June, July is what Peter Zacharias says. What do you guys think about that? So here's another interesting thing that I discovered, that the total circulating supply, and Backup Brad Kimes was talking about this the other day. It might have been yesterday. I didn't watch it yesterday, but I watched it this morning. He said nobody's really been paying attention to the total circulating supply. And it does make sense, because the more of it circulating, the more that it means it's being used. And he also Brad pointed out that, you know, the escrow that's put out every month and sold over the counter does not count in the total circulating supply. It's not calculated in that, which he's correct. It's not calculated in that. And I also think this is very, very interesting that you know, that Ripple came out and said that they're going to start selling less of XRP over the counter. Now, I mean, there's a couple of things that I get from that. number one is, they everything's in place. The preferred liquidity suppliers are full, right? Their coffers are full, right? And we all know that that the XRP and escrow can be allotted out ahead of time, and I believe that a certain portion of that is just like Brad and I think a lot on a lot of stuff. I believe that as well. So I think that with everything that's kind of going on in June and July just makes sense. And I just think that this guy, this Peter Zacharias guy, just kind of, he knows that. And I think he's one of these guys, one of these, I'm going to check him out if I can. And I think he's just one of these smart guys. I remember Bitcoin Ben saying something, that he had a friend. A lot of people, like Bitcoin Ben, and he's on the inside. He has some connections with some people, and I think people just like him because he seemed like a good-hearted guy. But he said one of his friends, who was a TA guy, who literally works for an exchange, and I think he also says that he teaches people who are looking to build new exchanges how to do stuff, how to read stuff or whatever. But he was saying that this guy does his TA not from what's going on in exchanges, but he reads another chart. It's kind of like the actual movement, if you will, trade volume and all of that, and that's how he gets his stuff. And I think this Peter Zacharias guy is the same. Is of the he does the same thing. And I think perhaps, look, that G20 thing is gonna be massive. It's gonna clear up a lot of things, and I think what it's mainly gonna clear up, it's gonna be, the 28th they're gonna say, okay, these are the regulations internationally, quote unquote. I think it's really gonna free up all things SBI. This whole G20 FATF thing, I think it is gonna clear up all things for SBI. And they're going to be able to move forward, right? Because they don't have to wait for us. So the U.S. and SEC and all that stuff, waiting around for ETFs is insane for me, in my opinion. So, but Japan, SBI is not going to have to do that. And I think that, Yoshitaka Kitao is the catalyst for all things great. And I think he knows, and I think he knows what's up, and I think he knows what's going to happen on his end and what he's going to be able to do. And the fact that he's it's got this consortium of banks out there in Japan is going to be massive. And I think that the total, there's a reason, right? You got to think, why is the total circulating supply, why has it gone up over 100 million in about a week? Right? That means it's right. Why is that? I think there's just more and more people turning stuff on. I think the Siam commercial bank thing is coming, and that's going to be massive in a lot of ways. And so for the sort of $6 to $7 thing, yeah, it makes sense. For me, I'm still buying, and I'm going to be still purchasing for a while, because I always tell my girlfriend, I said, there were times when I bought Ethereum, it was $300. There was times where I took my fiat dollars and put it into Bitcoin, it was thousands of dollars. So why would I not continue to fill my bags with the greatest digital asset ever created, right? And it's less than $1. So so there that is. So that's what we're going to do. I hope I hope you're considering that. I'm not a financial advisor. I certainly want to tell you to do that. But I would just think of it. I think that's reasonable rationale. If you're buying Ethereum and other stuff, and for example, in the EOS, that's over $5. People are snatching that up, right? Because they believe in the project, believe in the idea. So there's that XRP. I remember my early videos on this channel. I would go to the coin that site .com and look at the total circling supply, look at the top 10, top 20, and I remember I would always circle XRP with my with my mouse, circle that. Said I would always say, look, how much Bitcoin can you get when it's at this thousands of dollars, and how much Litecoin can you get, and Ethereum can you get? It's at hundreds of thousands. And I think at that time when I was doing that, Ethereum was over 1,000, and I was just kind of pointing to that XRP, and I was just saying, you know, I don't know, I can't tell you what to do, but there's this thing right here, you know, that's in third place, that's under $1. You know what I mean? I remember that early on my channel doing that. And I just think, then we get this news, right? We get this news of kind of like this, I don't know, intentional suppressing of the XRP price. And I'm not sure if people really kind of pay attention to that. Like, and think, well, if they're intentionally keeping the price down, then it means that it really should be at another price. Right? You kind of put two and two together. If they openly admit that this is what they're doing to keep the price down, for whatever reasons that Ripple has to do it, then that means that it should be at a higher price. Right? So it's not like XRP is going from 40 cents to $5 to $7. It's probably going from $1 to $5 to $7, if you understand what I'm saying. So what about that, guys? Has anyone heard of this Peter Zacharias guy? And oh, by the way, I'm going to bring this out again. If anybody know anything more about this Facebook thing, you know, CKJ Crypto News says that, you know, the Facebook is already working with Ripple, and then, you know, this W3C, they're already working together. I don't know. But have you guys heard anything about the Facebook thing, and who they're gonna partner with to, you know, to build their coin on their blockchain? Any rumors, any inside stuff? You know, a friend of a friend, any of that stuff? If you do, let me know, please, in the comments. I'd love to do some homework on it. But so apparently the latest is that the Facebook is looking to pick a blockchain that was originally on the Ethereum blockchain, moved onto its own mainnet. And this is the people that Facebook are looking at. Like this, my dude is saying like this dude, like he knows, like who knows who it is. So in any case, I'm very curious about that. But guys, Peter Zacharias, who the F is Peter Zacharias? An XRP, $5 to $7 per in June or July. Interesting. So there it is, guys. I would love to hear what you guys think about that. I guess it's just kind of a wait and see deal, you know. But just in case, I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the biggest bang for the buck. So I'm going to get some more of that XRP while it's at the 40 cent range, 41 cent range. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the view. I'm glad I got that sticker residue off the car. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Never ever forget this, guys. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. Right? They don't want us to play in the same sandbox that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. What they need and what they want is for us to continue to remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. This is our time, guys. This is our time. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.